Hey everyone, and welcome to what I'm referring to as the State of the Channel address. As you can see, this is going to be a little more informal than my usual videos, so don't expect a lot of high production value, but I just want to take this opportunity to talk about the future of the channel, some changes that will have to be made kind of moving into the future, and where we're going to go from here. Don't worry, the channel isn't going anywhere. It's just some things are going to have to change, and I wanted to kind of take this opportunity to go over these changes and kind of explain why they have to be done. First, as pretty much always, I'm going to start by saying thank you, because I really mean it. I wasn't expecting to get to this point at all. I started out with that corkscrew video that I kind of just made because I thought it'd be a funny joke. I didn't expect many people to watch it, but the amount of views and more importantly the amount of positive reception that I got from the video was really just it was great. It was inspiring and it was awesome, and it got me to continue to pursue making these videos. And as I made more and more, I've gotten more and more comments and people talking about how much they like the content and how much they are impressed with the quality of the channel, and it means a lot to me because I am definitely putting effort into this, and I'm glad that you're all enjoying it. I really do. Yeah, we're almost at 500 now. As of the recording of this video, we're at 498. If you're not subscribed and you want to be 500, I will. I don't know what I'd give you. You can have like. You can't have it, but you can get it. You can stare at the Lego arrow. That's your thing. You can stare at the Lego arrow if you're 500. Well, yeah, it's great. But unfortunately, there are some changes that are going to have to be made, and they have nothing to do with any of the comments I've gotten or any of the reception towards the channel, because that's all been really positive, and I've really enjoyed interacting with all of you and kind of doing this experience. But unfortunately, I've kind of taken this time to reflect and consider where I want this channel to go and what I want to do with it. And unfortunately, I come to the conclusion that I can't really continue at this rate anymore. That doesn't mean the channel's ending, and I want to re-emphasize that, but over the past month and a half, I've been trying to push for a bit of a weekly upload schedule, and while it has been fun kind of putting out all this content, it's been a little bit stressful and a little bit draining, and unfortunately, some different factors which don't have to relate to any of you are kind of preventing me from continuing that. So, for some context, I'm a grad student. I'm getting my PhD. And as you can imagine, I'm quite busy with my job already. As the new semester is kind of starting, things are going to be ramping up a lot more in the near future, and I'm probably going to be getting a lot busier. So I kind of had to have a sit down and think over just what I wanted to do, because either I could continue to kind of devote my time to the channel, pushing out videos on a weekly basis, but that would come at the detriment of my PhD, and I'd probably have to spend more time taking longer on finishing up my PhD, which is something I really want to do. So, there's a balance there, and unfortunately, one thing has to win out. So, I'm going to have to stop the weekly uploads. They're probably going to move to around a month, maybe once every 2 months, maybe 2 a month if, I'm feeling a little frisky. But yeah, uploads are definitely going to slow way down. And I'm sorry, I didn't necessarily want it to be that way, because I do enjoy making these videos, but I just have to, for the sake of my job. And, being a graduate student, I don't make very much money. And I've been having, there's a lot of financial stuff going on in my life that makes things difficult. And, I wasn't expecting to make any money from this channel at all, but when I started off, I really underestimated the amount of effort that these sorts of videos involve. As you can imagine, kind of producing, making these videos, sourcing the sounds, sourcing all the clips, writing the script, recording the script, kind of editing everything and making sure everything works together well. It's a really involved process. And, for some of the short videos, even like the coaster roast, like a super quick video, it still takes about 10 hours of editing to really get together. But those longer form videos, like the stand-up video, the Anaconda video, the 2 crash courses, which I intended the crash courses to be shorter videos, and they ended up being just as long as the others, so that didn't work out, but I've been enjoying making them. But, those take 30, 40, even 50 hours to put together and really get everything together at once. And I've definitely gotten better at it as time goes on, more quick with it, but it's still a large time sink. And unfortunately, as I'm sure you're aware, because I've complained about it a lot, but YouTube doesn't pay their small content creators at all for any of the content they put out. You have to hit certain milestones in order to make any money on YouTube, and that is 1,000 subscribers and X amount of watch hours. Now, I'm not concerned about watch hours because I'm pretty close to hitting that mark already because people watch my videos for a while, which is awesome. But yeah, halfway to the subscriber count, and I still have not made a single cent off of any of the videos I've done. And as you can imagine, I've put hundreds of hours into this channel by now, so it's really disheartening to kind of just put all this effort in, and really the only sort of payment that I've gotten back from this video, which is a great payment, is just all the warm comments and all the support and everything that people have continually given me. Again, like, I would have stopped this way earlier if I didn't get so many warm comments and so many great comments, so thank you. But, YouTube isn't paying anything, and that's really difficult for me to balance when I'm trying to finish up a graduate program and have a lot on my plate already. So, basically what I'm saying is I'm giving up making money on the channel. The main thrust kind of for the push for weekly videos, and as you know, in the past couple of videos I've gotten a little more like, comment, subscribe-y, and I apologize for that. I don't like it either, but the algorithm wants what the algorithm wants. And unfortunately, if you don't really kind of continue to upload on a consistent schedule, YouTube makes it a lot harder for you to kind of break out and have your videos get seen, which is, again, very annoying, but there's nothing I can do about it. I'm kind of at the whim of the YouTube algorithm, and the algorithm seems kind of random sometimes, honestly. Sometimes I'll put out a video and it'll do nothing for a day, and then randomly it'll start shooting up. Sometimes I'll release a video and it'll do well and then flatline really quickly. Sometimes I'll release a video and then weeks later, after I've released another video, the previous video suddenly gets steam, which makes no sense. And like with the two last crash course videos, like both of them started off very slowly and had about a 10 to 30 minute time frame. When it got picked up by the algorithm, the views went wild for like 10 to 30 minutes. And then suddenly out of nowhere, it just flatlined. It just stopped. And the views have been pretty stagnant since, which is very disheartening because, I've kind of tried, I made an effort to work within the algorithm, and you all have really helped with that because in the last two videos I've released, the likes, the comments, the subscription count is more than doubled from some of my older videos. Literally, I'm getting twice as many likes on the crash courses than I did in the previous videos with the same amount of views, which is really awesome. And I thank you again for engaging with that, but it didn't work. So, this is me giving up making money on the channel, which is fine, because at the end of the day, this is a passion project of mine, which kind of evolved into maybe this is something I can kind of work on a regular basis. It's kind of like a side gig. The side gig's the wrong word for it, but like I said, I'm not intending for this to be like a massive money-making scheme, but at least, a little bit of extra income on the side to justify putting in the hours that I have been. But now it's just a passion project like it is originally, and I'm fine with that because there's still a lot more that I want to do. There's still a lot more. So where are we going from here? Basically, I have a lot of new ideas which will continue down the road. Like I said, they'll probably come out less consistently, but there's still going to be a lot more coming out. So, there are going to be more crash courses. They didn't do well views-wise, but all the comments were really glowing, and everyone seemed to love them, and I liked them. I think they're very unique on YouTube because they're kind of offering a perspective that pretty much nobody else besides like El Toro Ryan maybe is offering in these videos. So I think that it's a cool niche, and I'll continue making those videos. I have more ideas. In addition, maybe more vlogs. I don't know if you like the vlog style content. Let me know in the comments if you do, because I can continue with that. I continue with like the coaster roasts or like, riding X roller coaster a million times. I can definitely continue with that. But as we move into passion projects, I'm definitely going to focus on more kind of big picture, like well produced, like long form videos. I've been kind of working in the background and for a while on a video for Viper, a Magic Mountain, which is, if you've watched my videos before, you know is my favorite roller coaster. It's been in the works for a while, and I've had a whole script ready, and I've started working on it, but now this is kind of a passion project, and I'm not like expecting to get a ton of views. I'm definitely going to put more work into it, and maybe a video like that on Magnum too. But you know, I think Magnum gets enough praise on the internet, like the deserved praise on the internet, but not a lot of people talk about Viper at Magic Mountain. So I really want to shed some light onto it, talk about some of the engineering behind why it's such a crazy ride and why it somehow ends up working despite all the wonkiness and the weirdness. So that'll be really fun. And as these passion projects come to me, I'm going to be pumping them out like more long form videos, something like 20, 30 minutes long, where really talking about a subject or a ride or, something that I'm really passionate about and really interested in. And so I think it'll be better content. Definitely not good for YouTube algorithm, but it'll be better content in the long term, and it'll be really fun. And I think you all will enjoy it, because I think the passion that I have for these sorts of long form videos will show through when I make them. And yeah, so besides that, there's one more thing that I wanted to bring up, which is the streaming. I did have that YouTube stream for like the Turnt RCT stream. Not many people showed up, but I still did it anyway, and it was pretty fun. I really don't think YouTube is the right platform to continue doing that. It is definitely really difficult to make it all work together, so I was pretty frustrated about that. But if you enjoyed the stream, or you think that that's something that you would be interested in moving forward, let me know in the comments. I'm assuming if you're still watching this video like 12 minutes in, you're probably already subscribed and you're really interested in the channel. So you're probably the people who'd watch who would watch a stream like this. So let me know in the comments if you think that you would like to kind of continue that Turnt RCT thing. It's definitely a lot less effort on my part, but I'm totally down to do it because I think it's fun to engage with everyone and kind of just do something that I enjoy doing anyway. And I could do a more consistent basis. We could do like a stream once a week. That's definitely a lot less of a time eater than kind of making a video. So yeah, if you're interested, let me know in the comments, please. And yeah, if we do, I'll start like a Twitch or some other sort of streaming service, and I'll kind of post the details on this channel, and we could go from there. So that's basically it. I want to end things again with a final thank you. Like I said before, I wouldn't even be at this point if it weren't for all the support and all the kind words from everyone so far. So it really does mean a lot to me. And putting in all this effort, it's been a little frustrating not seeing it go in the direction I expected it to, but it's not your fault. It's definitely not your fault, because I see so many great comments and so much support that I really appreciate. And yeah, I hope you all enjoy the new year. There's a lot of fun stuff coming up. I'm going to be doing some fun coaster trips, definitely heading out to California at some point. I'm going to be trying to hit up all the local parks that I haven't really hit up yet. So parks that I can kind of drive to, like Kennywood, Darien Lake, Great Escape, Six Flags New England, pretty much every park that's left that I don't need to fly to get to. Definitely want to kind of knock out over the course of this year. And I hope you all have fun trips planned too. And we'll see where this goes. It's a brand new year, and there's a lot of exciting stuff on the horizon. So thanks for watching through all this. I know it's a little rambly, but like I said, this is off the cup. Not very produced. And I appreciate your time. And yeah. So see you on the other side.